Hi, my name is Tom Kipp, and I'm coming to you from the ELCE at Cardinal Stritch University. And we're here today with Ben Hastel from Jobs That Help. Ben, you have been such a good partner of Cardinal Stritch University, and so many of our students are interested in jobs where they can really live out their purpose. And so, what tips would you have for students looking to gain experience in a nonprofit?
So, of course, many nonprofits will have volunteer opportunities, and volunteering at a nonprofit is a great way to start to get your feet wet with a nonprofit and its work, its mission, its culture. If you want to take it a little bit further, many nonprofits then also offer internships, which provides opportunities to take a step deeper into that nonprofit and in a little more complex work, possibly. Other opportunities include, to gain experience, include informational interviews and events in the nonprofit sector, opportunities for networking that can come about from them. On Jobs That Help, we have some great resources for setting up an informational interview with a nonprofit. And the last piece I'd mention is that there's also professional organizations within the nonprofit sector that can provide great opportunities for networking. One that comes to mind is the Young Nonprofit Professionals Network of Greater Milwaukee, and they offer a variety of events and different resources and opportunities for people in the nonprofit sector or looking to become involved in it.
Those are some great tips, and I really appreciate that because I think you're putting a lot of emphasis on networking and getting to know people, and I think that's something that oftentimes our students feel a little bit intimidated by, but also something that is so rewarding when you do have the chance to connect. So thank you. Where would you suggest our students begin their internship search?
So Jobs That Help lists both job and internship opportunities at nonprofits in Wisconsin. So you can find both those opportunities on our job listings. Within Milwaukee and Waukesha County, United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County runs their Volunteers United portal. Another good resource to reach out to would be Association of Volunteer Managers serving Southeastern Wisconsin, or anywhere in Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Volunteer Coordinators Association. One last tip I would throw out there is that if you have a sense of the nonprofit you would like to intern with, to be proactive in reaching out to them, because it's not, of course, unusual for nonprofits or any organization to list internship opportunities on their website. And even if there isn't a website page, or maybe it's not clear if it's being updated, see if you can find out who is their volunteer or internship manager and reach out to them to let them know that, say that, hey, I would be interested in interning, and do you have any opportunities, or do you know if you will? Because being proactive in that way is a great way to make sure you don't miss out on an opportunity that might be available, but otherwise not publicized.
One of the things we hear from many of our students is they have had the opportunity to do volunteer work and have really enjoyed the organization they've done volunteer work with, or they see a volunteer opportunity and they don't know how to maybe convert that into an internship. Do you have any suggestions?
Sure, that's a great question. And what I would suggest for a student in that situation is working with their faculty in the program there to see if they can put together a packet for that nonprofit that would include the requirements of the internship. So, how many hours would they need to complete, in what time frame, what requirements for the supervisor would there need to be, any forms or evaluations that would be involved, and then also include the benefits for the nonprofit. So we'll be doing more hours than someone who's volunteering and provides that opportunity to take on more complex work. And so, there's that benefit to that nonprofit, and indicate that. There also might be benefits in terms of that internship being able to provide a pipeline for the nonprofit to, for their next staff members. The last piece that could be helpful are examples of maybe what an internship has looked like at another nonprofit or within that program, or just in general, some examples of appropriate projects for. There could be just a meeting with that volunteer manager saying, hey, here's this packet of information that would go over what would be involved in interning. I'd love to have an internship here. And if that student has reached out and talked with the volunteer manager, maybe just on the phone, it could even be that packet could be provided as a follow-up saying, I really enjoyed talking with you, and these are great volunteer opportunities. This is what I'm doing through my school program, looking at an internship, and would love to, here's a packet with more info. Would love to know if I could have this experience converted as an internship, and hopefully that will increase the chances of that sort of opportunity working out.
Excellent. Well, you've provided some excellent tips, and I think one of the things that I appreciate is that you've put an emphasis on networking, getting to know people. When we talk to site supervisors, they really are looking for students to be able to show their initiative, and I appreciate you being able to share a little bit of that information with us. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave our students with before we go today?
We certainly hope the resources on Jobs That Help are useful. I can be helpful in any way. Please don't hesitate. I encourage students, don't hesitate to reach out to me as well, or to Jobs That Help in general. And certainly know that I and all of us at Jobs That Help are rooting for you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Ben, for being with us today.
Thanks so much for having me, Tom, and glad to be able to be here, and it's a pleasure.
Excellent.